this video I'll be looking at the Windows Store, or to be more precise, what you get when you get the Xbox Game Pass. I mean, I've played some of the games that are available. You depending on which region you're in. If you're in the US, you pay $1 the first month, and the next month I think you pay in the US somewhere around $4.90. If you're in Sweden or EU, you pay 10 kronors and 45 kronors the consecutive months. But to be honest, there are plenty of games, but not many of them are games that you would want to play. I would count them at around 10 to 20 games that you want to play. The rest of them are like it's not like there are games that grow on trees, you know. They're just limited to certain things. If you take a look here, then you can see which games are available. You start to understand by scrolling around, and you see that it's like, yeah, I mean, there are plenty of games. Some of them are really old, and if you're an old gamer, then you probably played all of these games already by now. But if there are certain games that you haven't played, then you're making a profit by getting your own pass here, you know. Some of the games that I recommend that are kind of new and relatively not outdated, you know, would be Final Fantasy 15. Gears of War has been around a long time, but Gears of War 5, for instance, isn't that old. I mean, it has a couple of years on the neck, but all in all, I think it lands around, yeah, it even says this one was released in 2019. So yeah, for players that like this kind of game, this would be another game that's definitely worth playing through. Age of Empires is also another classic. Yeah, that's another game that you would want to play. I've heard about the Plague Tale, but I can't give you any review there. All I saw that it looked pretty decent, and don't know anything else about the story though. But there are, as I said, a select number of games that are worth playing through. But if you look at the overall, the big picture, I'd say if you're going to pay $5 a month, maybe it's worth it. Or I could even say it's more than just worth it. It's something that you can afford. Most people can afford it, you know. So it's not like it's a big hole in your pocket. It's more like you get what you pay for and a little bit in addition. So but if you listen to me, I turn it off, you know. If I don't have any money on my account, it just turns off by itself. There is no time limit on it. There is no subscription that you have to have each month. If you don't want to pay a month, just leave it. You know what I mean? Then just don't sit around and lip read all day. It's no good. That's not the way the computer works these days. But they don't have that kind of crap in this program either. So if you're blind and you're retarded, then do your reading elsewhere. You have to use a proven method like If you're a drug user or abuser of some sort, then maybe the computer isn't the right place for you, because the computer is connected to other computers and it causes quite some damage to other users on the computer. So if you're on a drug addiction or a drug program or something that you're taking high dosage of medicine, then don't use the computer, because it gives other people serious problems in the head. Yeah, so there is no protection, even if you have a virus program, virus protection, etc. So it doesn't help these kind of things if you get a bad psychic problem or something. Yeah, I mean, if you have any kind of knowledge of using a program, then yeah, this would be the one for you. It has, I mean, honestly, I work with the computer every day, and it's very intuitive. You find everything you need to work with here, unless you're a complete idiot, then you would have a problem here. Like, if you're retarded, then this would be hard for you to work with, you know. If you like can't use your hands, or if you can't use your arms, then maybe you need something else than the computer, you know what I mean. The program runs like anything else. You have menus that take you where you want to go, and you can even chat with your friends, as you can see here. Play with other players, invite them to play games, all of the things that you can do on your outside of the Game Pass. It comes in a standalone app. You download it from the Microsoft Store, and as you can see, it's just called the Xbox app. And then in addition to the Xbox app, you have some other apps too, like the Xbox Console Companion, and that one works as a complement to this one, to the Xbox app. But you don't need it. It's not like if you don't have it, it's going to be you're not going to be able to work with your computer or something like that. It's going to work anyway. But I think that you're going to like this, you know. You're going to find something that you like, at least 1 or 2 games. I've already played at least 5 games from this pass, and when you're done with them, if you don't have enough disk space, you just uninstall them and you move on to the next game. Yeah, so far I'd say it's all good. I don't see any big difference between owning the game and what do you call it, subscribing to the games as you do here. It's not a big difference. All you do, you pay every month, and then you're good to go. Obviously, if you don't pay a month, I think that sooner or later you're going to lose access to the game at some point, you know. And yeah, I mean, you have everything you need here. You basically have everything you need here. And yeah, you can do so many things here that I'm not going to delve into, because I'm not I don't think you want me to. Just remember, you have to go to the Microsoft Store and install the app. That's step 1. Unless you want to go straight to the Microsoft Store and download your games from there, you can do that as well, because on the Microsoft Store, I can open that as well. You go there and then you click on games. I'm in Sweden now, so it says spel, but yeah, I think you're going to find it. And if you look here, it says included with Game Pass. That means that this game is included. So you click on the game, and then when it's loaded, you click on install. If you have the pass, you don't have to pay anything. But it's looking like, yeah, here you can both play the game with your Xbox Game Pass, and you can install it and own it with a discount as well. But I'm not going to do that. I mean, as I said, I don't see any difference. I both own some games and I rent some other games. So I don't see any difference between the two. You can also sign up for notifications, so they tell you whenever new games are arriving, and that way you don't have to sit here all day and wait for new games. Yeah, I don't know anything else about these apps. So you want to know something else, then you go ahead and you check it out yourself, because I honestly don't know anything else. You know what I'm saying? So you have any questions, then go ahead, ask me. If you don't, then don't, man. That's as simple as it is. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and have fun playing. And remember to take a break every once in a while.